All right, welcome everybody to the week 31 program design review for Saturday, Tuesday, Thursday with the Count of Monte Fisto, the Master of Disaster, the King of Sting, the Dance and Destroyer, the Prince of Punch, the one, the only, Jeremy Purifoy.
I don't even know how you came up with all that. You just came up with all that.
That's hilarious.
That just all just flew out your mouth.
That's just what happened.
That's pretty impressive. All right. So Saturday, Tuesday, Thursday, we have your superset AMRAPs. You're gonna have AB exercise each spot. You can do 5 minutes, 4 to 5 minutes on the clock. Depending on your time of your class. If you have a 45-minute class, go forward. 50-minute class, 5 minutes should work perfectly with these ones. So you have an AB movement. You're gonna go for 10 reps. You're gonna aim for 10 reps of each movement. Now, with this, you give the member the opportunity to work on either strength or endurance. So like if they want to focus on, more strength that day, they can go from anywhere from like, 5 to 6 reps. If you're going to do more endurance stuff, lighter weight, they can go from like 10 to 15 reps. It's their workout. Let them decide. Again, they can even start off to a round one within that 5 minutes. They start off with a heavier weight. They can always do a drop set as well to work the weight up to higher repetition. Or again, they can set the workout in their mind. Like, hey, Saturday, I'm going to go lightweight, for the 2 exercises for more reps, and then Monday or Wednesday, or Tuesday or Thursday, they can progress themselves to go a little heavier, to challenge themselves to lift some heavy weight, because it's very important to lift heavy stuff. All right. So exercise 1. I want to recommend going too heavy with this one because it's going to be a lot in the shoulder. You're going to have your double dumbbell mid press or close grip press with a fly. So with the fly, very important to keep a soft elbow. All right. A lot of people want to go with a fully extended arm. Next, you're going to see a lot of stress on the shoulder. Have a soft elbow. You're giving a bear hug, giving a hug here, right? Coming in with that fly, come down, get that close grip press. So you're going to get more mid pec work and tricep work. So on this one, again, to determine on how they can handle the weight, I would recommend tell them to start off lighter, and then if they feel good with the fly, then gradually increase the weight for this one. All right. Underhand grip, there's gonna be more. You're gonna get a little bit more you're gonna see more forearm work on this, so it might be easier. Like I typically feel like it's easier to have an underhand grip when I do any rolls. So on this, you're gonna stay hinged over, go for 10 rolls, full extended down, having your palm out. You're gonna see too, you're probably gonna be getting the veins from the forearm too, getting more forearm focus with the underhand grip with the row. So get your shoulder blades together with that. And if they have to reset, they can give themselves that 4 count. 1 is the bend, 2 is the row, 3 release it back down, and if 4 stand back up if they find that it becomes too much on their back. And they can always drop down to a 3-point roll too, and they can still work the underhand grip if they're gonna work on one side. Again, aim for 10 on the right, then go for 10 on the left, and then go back into your mid press or your close grip press with that fly. That are roll slams. This is gonna be a good aiming point. You can give an aiming point as a coach as you slam. Reset in between each slam. Give it a nice slam. You want to make sure you're squatting on the slam, not bending. So you should not be looking at your legs. You be squatting down, weight in your heels. Power. They can regress that by adding a hop with the slam. If they got to modify it, they can always drop down to one rope. And then you have your surge ram sandbag. So this one burpees. So Deca style, getting the chest down, getting that press overhead. So you're actually gonna get that vertical push through here as well as you press the sandbag ram. Fit fighter. If you don't have enough stuff, you can utilize the fit fighters too. As you go overhead with that, aiming for 10 reps. And you got your goblet squat, heels elevated if needed. If you feel like you have any pressures, hip, knees, or ankles, elevate the heels to help you get deeper in that range of motion. And if for anyone that might have, tight soleus, lower back issues, you might see that they lean more into their squat. By elevating their heels, you're going to see that their torso will remain upright. So if you have like a poly beam, nothing that's too high, you can utilize that. I always say aim to get your elbows in between your thighs and sit down into that squat. Butt to bucket, butt to grass on this one, or a money sign to grass or bucket. So we got your leg day corner over here, and then we're gonna go to a deadlift. So reset in between. Kettlebell in between your feet, drive the butt back, soft knee, twerk it out. All right, if you have a good song that shows that you can twerk it, because there's a bend, not a squat. If you have locations near a wall where you can bring a kettlebell to the wall, have them hip hinge hooray to the wall. So they're not going into a squat. Soft knee, and then drive through. Reset too. You don't go rapid fire, especially if you want to have your weight. Reset between each lift to save your back. And then we're gonna go to the pull-up bar. We have your Superman assisted chin-ups. Palms facing in, more bicep work on this one. Getting the chin up on the bar. You have this, as most people have the TRX straps on the bar. I would already put those up high. So if you're not going to go to the bar, they can do a suspended chin up on the TRX strap. So that can avoid anyone going up to the bar. They can just have that set up for them as well. Your Jedis, get them up on the bar. If there's someone in your class that that's really close to doing a chin up, I like to have them get on the bar and kick their feet back and just hold their feet. Like hold their feet. Don't lift them. Just have them kick your feet behind you, bent knee, and then just guide them as they pull up. And I'm telling you right now, that's one way I did learn how to do pull-ups, right? I was a big kid doing pull-ups like Jesse and Colin, and I would kick my feet back and they would hold my feet. And before you know it, I started having now pull-ups. So that's a good way to get them away from the band. Obviously, you get them a few reps, and they got to go in the band, put them in the band, so you can go on and coach the rest of the class. But you have someone that you want to push to really focus on their body weight to get above that bar. That's a good way to help them get used to it and get that. If they have that fear in them of getting up on the bar, that could be a way to help them break that fear. Vertical ball press jacks. So press jacks, get your vertical push here, a little cardio. 10 reps as you press up overhead. You're not gonna hop. They can just set that out. Definitely challenge pace on this one. Pace, height. And then we're gonna go into get some core with the mini bands. You're gonna have your elbows bent, fingers open. You're gonna bring the mini band across your feet as you come up. You want to get the runner sprint. So you want to have the run mechanics as you pop the elbow up or the hand up to be opposite hand, opposite knee. So if you're running, if I'm doing it on my back, my right hand's gonna come up, my left knee comes up, and you're gonna switch it up. So you have your right up, left, right. So you're on the floor as if you're running. I typically try to keep people heels on the ground, because if they hit the heels up, you're going to start seeing them trying to go too fast with it. And you're going to get a burn by just having your heels down. So always start on your back, have your elbows bent, and as you pop up, like you're sprinting up on the ground. And then I'll do I count it 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, or you can count the 20, getting 10 on each leg. And you're going to come up, in out squats, so you can put it across the ankles, be the hardest. As you move up the larger muscle groups under the knee, above the knee, not on the knee, makes it a little easier. Try to stay low in the squat. You can always give them a little love on the shoulders too, to help them stay low as they hop it in, hop it out, going for 10. And you're going to cycle through those 2 exercises for 5 minutes.
Woo.
Oh, you taught me on this one.
It was nice. Oh, man, I thought I did have the timer going. I was like, man.
Well, team relays. So I love the team relays. I would call them the field days. So you have your high knee hip rotation. If you can, I usually try to set tones up, maybe 10 yards, right? So you have the high knee hip rotation to 10 yards, come back on the opposite leg, and then you'll sprint the remainder of the distance and sprint back. So you're not going to high knee hip rotation the entire way. You can set up 3 cones. So they'll high knee hip rotation to 1 cone, come back on the opposite leg, sprint down, sprint back. And this will also get our single leg balance in there too, with the high knee hip rotation. And you get your locomotion with the sprinting. And then band splitters, small bands, so they can disband the band splitters as they're doing that. If you don't want to get the bands down from that, they can do bend over T extensions, still working that same movement while they're doing that. Jam ball slams, so it's a good one. Then you have the iso squat, so they will slam it out while the person's doing it, and then they switch on and off that relay line for that 4 to 5 minutes. And then if you have 6 stations, if you need a 6 station, you have both balls out, reverse crunch, getting 10, you're going to do 10, 2 on, 2 off, for speed, pace. And that is Saturday, Tuesday, Thursday.
Awesome. Great job, Jeremy. Anybody with any comments or questions for this workout?
I had a comment. I just wanted to say that we have members who just love the relays. Appreciate you working those in. There's one lady, she'll just randomly ask for relays if we're doing Tabata or something finisher. So thanks for working those in. They're great, and they're really loved, by the Niners. And Like
Yeah.
the lady I'm referring to, like she has bad knees. She can barely run, but she still loves doing the relays. So they're a fun thing. I'm glad you bring them in once in a while.
That's a good one. I'll add a comment, it takes a little coordination with your co-coach, but on that sprinter sit-up, we got a little gunshot sound effect. Gets a few chuckles when you time it just right and somebody's coming out of the gate, coming out of the,
Yeah. Pop it up.
yeah, so a little fun. Cool.
Any specific warm-ups? We've been working the energy lineup with these coaches. Would this be a good week for that, or what are we looking
Um, definitely this week here, there's a lot of both circuits seem like it's longer, gonna be a lot more demonstrations. So again, if you have the time, because I mean everything's 5 minutes, right? So you're gonna really get close to time. But if you have the time, you can definitely add an energy lineup. But again, another one is to keep them going, and with the superset AMRAP, I would definitely like encourage like active movement. So as you're demonstrating, have them, they can jog in place, keep their heart rate up, moving. Something that's like fast paced, like the warm ups, is like get them really hyped up, and moving. So like they keep their heart rate up as you demonstrate. You got 10 exercises you're demonstrating at one time. But once they get going, then it's nonstop, right? So you get it going there too. So probably a little faster pace, quicker, so you can get into it and have enough time to get set up for the team relay. Because I noticed too with the relays, if you have a good class that helps you get things around, then it have some fast. But you have to be there and want to just like sit down and wait and watch you do stuff. Then it takes a little longer for you to get set up for those relays.